Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers and the New York Jets taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Washington Commanders.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride.
Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to go to work, and they're led by the veteran who's bounced around a bit. In season number 8 now, it's Jacoby Brissett.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And able to get
NFL Madden Week Season 222023 Week 16. Games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. This one left side caught by Gibson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go play action with Brissett. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Season 222023 Week 16 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. To throw is Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A give up the middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Week 1-6 Washington Commanders 6-8, New York Jets 5-9.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. To throw, Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 1-6 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
John Bates, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the counter, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
3rd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Slide for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get it
Route
down,
16 Baltimore Ravens 113 San Francisco 49ers 113.
Right off the bat and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Stiff-armed him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 5. Play fake. Brissett. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brissett again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 7. Hall again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got to hook up to Lazard. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This from 32 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The first running back taken back in April, Bijan Robinson, with a touchdown run. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. David Montgomery, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all tied. In our game is Jacoby Brissett, who's led the way on offense in the first half. His guys have the lead as we head back up to MetLife Stadium in Brandon Gaudin. Brandon.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now a throw here to his running. Able to get this across the 20 before.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the stick, great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff for Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Brissett. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Throwing, Brissett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Short. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game. And the Washington offense heading out.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Brissett throw complete there to Thomas. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Once more, Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. Down to about the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Brissett now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Lawson giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Brissett. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers to throw once more. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. A give up the middle to Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Back to throw. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rodgers working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. To have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of
The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 16. Games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 16 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. Week 16 Washington Commanders 6-8, New York Jets 5-9. The NFL Madden League Season 222023 Week 16 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. Week 16 Baltimore Ravens 1-1-3 San Francisco 49ers 1-1-3.
Now Washington down by a field goal, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action now. Brissett. He's got McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's Brissett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 35 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So now the focus shifts to the Jets, trailing by 4. 1:14 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. It's complete. Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw is Rodgers. And that one to the right side and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Commanders. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Commanders, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.